Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a good week for me, feeling better, getting over my cold, so that's a good thing. I'm going to discuss topic 1, talking about how the chapters we read this week change the way in which you use intellectual property of others. So two really big things I took away from it is the first, the copyright myths that we read about in the chapter 10, I think are all very enlightening and provide a lot of really good information. And secondly, the Creative Commons. So that is a whole new subject I haven't even really heard about or learned about until this week. So I think that's a great concept. I think it's fantastic that they're putting that together, because I know a lot of times people want their information to be used, but under the copyright laws there's a lot of restrictions and just the how do we contact them and get that approval. So this kind of is a means to get that correct approval to use the information. It also allows the author to tailor how the material is used, so giving more freedom or less freedom inside that copyright law. So it also helps prevent copyright infringement, because people can go there and find the information and actually tells them, hey, this is how you can use it. It gives them that legal means to actually use the information. And especially with how many caveats there are to copyright laws, depending on the year the material is created, whether or not someone extended that copyright, it plays a big factor into all this. So I think the Creative Commons will be very useful when putting together a lesson plan or putting lessons together to seek out that material, especially with how the internet has proliferated so much information, and it's so easy to copy that information and continue and transmit it further and further away from the actual source. So you may find some cool material and not be able to find the source to that material to get the correct copyright permissions. I mean, things as simple as coloring worksheet would fall potentially under the copyright protections there. So people work hard on their creations, and they deserve credit for it, as well as they own the rights to that material. So we need to get that permission to use it correctly before just proliferating that. So those are some of the things I learned about copyright this week, and how I think it impacts how I'll use information in the future. Just kind of going with that idea of, hey, everything's copyrighted until I can prove otherwise, and then getting that permission. Hope you guys all have a great week.